Hi, this is Rich Gall, Rogue Sniper Paintball.com. Today is March 1st, 2010, and this is February's build update. I started off this month by installing the lower sponson plates on the upper hull. The inner edge will be bolted to the lower hull using a piece of 1/8 inch flat steel. During a test fit, I put the transmission cover on the front of the tank and forgot to bolt it down. I'll have to fix this later. I've been holding off on these last two panels due to their complex angles. Because of the way I built the rear frame, the rear angle of the panel had to be shaped with a belt sander. On to something easy. I bought a bunch of hardware to work on the details of the engine deck. While the majority of the bolts are mounted with a nut, a bunch had to be tapped into the frame. The engine deck panels of the Sherman are made from armored plate that is bolted down. On mine, I use a single piece of plywood for strength. To simulate the separations of the panels, I cut a shallow groove into the plywood. This should give me the look and keep the rain and paint out. I modified some 3-inch hinges to mimic the ones on the Sherman, and then mounted them to the engine deck. For the handles, I bent and threaded the end of a piece of 1/4 inch rod. I drilled 2 holes and tapped one of them in the tab. The handle goes through the plywood and then threads into the tab. A nut holds the tab to the handle, and a screw holds the tab to the plywood. This will give a clean look to the top of the engine deck, and it will later simulate a weld around the handle. My winch came on Tuesday, a day early. It will be modified to use as a turret motor at a later time. I bought it now because it was on sale for the cheapest that I've seen it. My video editor isn't letting me load my closing video, so here's the audio. It's been a busy month and I haven't been able to get much done, but by next update I plan on having the engine deck doors complete. Due to the way that I built it, I need to figure out how to mount the transmission cover to the front hull, along with finishing the front armored plate. That will be the big project for March. Once everything gets glued together, it will be onto the top deck of the upper hull. It's still too cold to do any finished body work, so I'll have to start into some electrical or work on the lower hull. I'll see you in April.